also, Robert, would you tell us how Earthshift got started?
Well, that's a long story, but we'll make it short. Earthshift is really, has anybody read the book or listened to the CDs, The New Earth? Okay? Yeah, with Eckhart Tolle. Think of the New Earth as, this is Earthshift. It's a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in energy, vibration, which, of course, lives consciousness. Energy is your body. Vibrations are your mind. When you put the two together, you get this idea of consciousness, or how to unfold reality. So really the biggest picture is the body's a temple, and if you don't put the right fuels in it, just like your car, well, then your car doesn't run like it should. It's called optimizing your health and wellness. So as a doctor before, I've seen hundreds, actually just say 100,000 plus office patient visits, to find out you really can't help anybody unless you have a set of tools that they can help themselves. The idea that remember, it's easy, it's economical and efficient. You want to change your life? Then really there's some very simple steps, and it really is only well, someone. Solar flares. Whoops. Okay. That's a cue.
Let's take questions. Okay. Anyone with questions? And we'll leave the space open. And maybe we should just do a group right here.
Well, we're actually really, because actually, Markus, I'd like for you to come up too, for me, and Mark also, and Al.
Guys, Mark, I have to thank, of course, first Robert, okay, but Mark worked so hard putting this thing together. I forget your title now with Earthshift?
I just call myself a brand manager.
Okay, a brand.
Titles, schmitles.
Well, okay, he's very humble, but Mark is also one of my teachers. He is my shaman. He has worked so hard with me in terms of just letting go of every iota of phobias and fears that I have through taking me out on hikes and in nature, and it's a really beautiful thing, and because of him I was able to hike to the top of Mount Shasta by myself. Yay! Okay, so he's a wonderful person, even in terms of what he's doing for Earthshift. So I just wanted to bow to him for that and thank him for the love and the time and the energy that he put into this project today. Without him, we wouldn't be here. Oh.
Yeah, I guess. Thank you, Parthenia. Just real quick, the reason why we're here, and I guess I should start off with saying, does anybody really know why we called this project of ours Earthshift Project? Can anybody just raise their hand and say?
Yes. I do. I don't know.
You don't know?
It's real basic.
Anybody that wants to just yell it out?
Paradigm shift.
Right, it's a paradigm shift. And the main reason why we put this together is to share information and to shift consciousness, and many people already know why we're here. But it's boiling down to, in every nanosecond of what we do to ourselves, is the important thing about our consciousness. And it boils down to food that we eat, the thoughts that we think, and it all is entirely up to us. We have an incredible power that goes beyond our current imagination, and that's what this shift is right now. And Robert likes to talk about this body vehicle. Sometimes he refers to it as the organigus cyborgus, this body of ours, which is truly our temple. And Dr. Parthenia, she wrote Temp by Parasites, but she originally was going to call it what?
Honoring the body temple.
Right. And if you don't do it, if we don't do it, it's going to fail. And it's failing. I see it everywhere. It's just amazing. I look around and I see every day how we're abusing ourselves, beating ourselves over with a giant mallet almost. And the answer is what? Why is this happening to me? Why am I sick? Why do I not feel good? Why do I need coffee to get up in the morning? Why do we need to take a pill to go to bed? Okay, because we've been literally killing ourselves, and that's why all the notariable people throughout the ages have spoke, okay, like food be thy medicine, medicine be thy food, man does not die, he kills himself, Seneca, so on and so forth. But I'm not going to ramble on because it's almost redundant. I'm going to be doing a food demo, and I'm probably going to ramble on about how simple it is. It's not hard, because most people say, well, how do I do this lifestyle? It's not about adding anything, it's about taking away. It's not about complexity, it's about simplicity. And the masters have talked about simplicity, peace, stillness, silence from within yourself. If it doesn't start within yourself and then take it outward, you can't do it, you just can't accomplish it. But it's very, very simple, especially with a lifestyle change. It doesn't have to be, you don't need a manual, you don't need an instruction guide, it's all within yourself. I'm going to talk about using your intuition more and feeling through making your own foods. Forget about recipes. Chefs, okay, they didn't start everything out, their creations with a recipe, did they? They just felt this stuff out with their intuition. I put stuff together like the Swedish chef in the Muppet. Just throw it all together, and it tastes great. It's just use your instincts. This age, which I started out in this conversation, or this part that I'm getting into, this age is all about there's no more gurus, no more saviors, no more messiahs, no more priests. Okay, it's to lead us into the light or grant you into the passage of heaven. It's all about we're going to share information with each other. There's no authorities here. Not one of these people will tell you that they're some big authority that you got to follow, and we're just sharing information based on what has worked for us, and we hope that it will work for you as well. But I'm going to sign off, and I will talk much more in some of the demos that I'm going to be doing and sharing some chocolate that I had made last night to share with everybody. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get it because I promised that as soon as we started talking, so I'm going to go get it now and we'll start passing it out to everybody.
And so we're going to have a scroll on that, and I want to share Eckhart Tolle's work, A New Earth. He said an evolutionary biologist shared with them that there used to only be one flower on the planet, and then it took 100 million years for another flower to show up, and then it only took 10,000 years for two flowers to show up. And now, everywhere we look, there's flowers. And we are those evolutionary flowers that are out seeding and buzzing with all the people in our lives, showing how we're blossoming into the most healthy versions of ourselves, how we're bringing that consciousness, that oneness, ability to share and give and make a difference on the planet by who we're being. The choice that you made today to be here is one of those things that's showing you are that evolutionary flower, that being, that earther, earth shifter. And so there are several ways to get into this space or this vibration, and all of us, like Eckhart Tolle says, are fingers pointing at the moon, or we're pointing at the truth. No one can ever explain it to you. It has to come from within you, that knowing, that information, that connectedness. And all of these are different ways. And I'm going to be giving away after everyone announces themselves, one of Rob's videos and sticks. And so he's going to close this off, this panel, unless anyone has questions. And I'd love for Robert to share anything that he is coming through on. But we have a brilliant talk scheduled for after lunch. Dr. Parthenia with being younger, the parasite, healing that completely, the living body temple. We've got this today with James Beard, a little bit after that as well. Dr. Robert Cassar speaking throughout, and brilliant foods to try out. So, in the next, unless anyone comes out, we're going to close this round.
I'd like to introduce also Markus. You know, everybody here, like we said, we're all students. We all have our own special fractal that we see. And this guy's grown a lot since I've met him. You've grown a lot since I've met you.
Well, and you have too.
You've grown a lot since I've met you. Okay? So everybody's growing massive amounts right now. All we can do is really share what's helped us grow. Remember, it's got to be easy, economical, and efficient. And it's a lot of the stuff that he's into. So explain a few of the things. And Markus is got the back booth right behind here. A lot of very interesting information, free food medicine, a lot of different things that he's really put together. And this guy here is an audio Hollywood illusionary specialist, as far as in a good way, to be able to really show what he's trying to show you in a good way. Really, you know, give it that extra. So anyways, let me let you. Sorry.
Thank you, Robert. Wow, this sounds really cool. I sound so sexy here. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, we just want to be wanted. We want to like what we see in the mirror. I mean, we're all the same, right? I mean, come on, that's what it boils down to. That's why the biggest industry in the world is the beauty industry. Nobody cares about health. Come on, get serious. You know what we care about? We care about what we see in the mirror. We want that person next to us to want us. We want those people around us to respect us. Okay, well, if that's what you want, because I'm like that too. Everybody's like that. I mean, come on, we're human. We're not like, we all claim to be these angelic light beings, which we are, but we're human. We have emotions. Well, let's accept that and deal with it and celebrate it. You know, we have a human body. We have, the thing about, this is something I don't want to talk too long here, but there's a lineup in heaven of these light beings who are dying to come down to be inside a human body and know what it's like to feel another human being, to look in their eyes, to hear them breathe in your ear. You know what that's like? You know what a gift that is? And when you're sludged up, when you have all this crap in you where you can't feel and you can't have any clue what's going on with this thing that's 3 feet away from you, that's a sin. You've been given the greatest gift in life, and that is to be in a human body and experience life with all its glory. You have eyes, you have ears, you have fingers. You know, my job is to show you what I've learned, how to open all that up. When I mean, you'll see a picture of me back there. I was dying 20 years ago. My heart was giving out. My kidneys were turning to stone and my liver was clogged. I had glasses thicker than the windshield of my car. I was so mucus-filled, like cough up every 30 seconds so I wouldn't choke to death. I was bleeding when I went to the bathroom. I mean, you name it, I had it. And I couldn't have a relationship with somebody because I was too angry all the time. I was fearful of my finances, blah, blah, blah. Everything that most people feel. And I couldn't really, and I said, this can't be life. There's got to be more to it than this. And everything that you're feeling, I've been there. So if I can help you in any way to know what it's like to be a human being and celebrate life, please come up to me, because that's what I'm here for. My job is to be a catalyst, to inspire you, to not be afraid of the unknown, and really experience life again. And it's really not that hard. If a mouse, if a bug, if a fly can know what it's like to be alive, they didn't go to school. They weren't lectured. They don't have gurus. They don't buy products. Look, if a little bug that doesn't even have a brain can know how to live, my God, we as human beings should be able to do that, right? We have our brains get in the way. So let's live, okay? We're going to talk again later, but that's what I'm here for, is to help inspire you. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that wants to share up here right now? We'll move it on to Rob Moses with the alchemy of movement and Fibonacci sequence. And this is a little bit of movement invited, so you can come up and get chocolate as well. And we're at the very end, we're going to give away, when you see what this beautiful man does, we're going to give away some of his product as well. So let me put this on, and we're going to break for lunch after the chocolate and the giving away and Rob Moses, and then we're going to come back up here and hear Dr. Parthenia. Again,
Don't worry about it.
You can't have dessert before you eat your lunch. I'm sorry, you just can't do that.
Oh, yum, yum. This is a dessert right here. Sweet, sweet, sweet of the soul. that has been practicing superhero for some, his daughter, the people that he teaches, and once you hear him and hear some of his experiences, he is making yoga sticks. He's moving kung fu and all of that away from violence into peace. He's been published and is being published throughout Chinese, Korean magazines and throughout that area as one of his own practices of bringing peace and stillness and the alchemy of movement within. And so we'll have you do your...
Okay. I do my best work when I'm standing up and moving with my hands, but since we got to hold the microphone, that'll be a little difficult. Anyways, with this paradigm shift that we're so blessed to be in the, right at the door of, we're going from comparative consciousness to creative consciousness. That's our divine code destiny. And so the alchemy of movement and what I'm doing with the golden proportion contraptions is to help you love yourself, express yourself, to move from inside and outside of your body. You can step into different realms out and work with the Galactic Council. You can work inside of your body and heal your own water. It's infinite possibilities that are all honest. It's so beautiful to be able to just tell the truth and not be judged and not keep score. And it's just like this, what these gentlemen talked about, we're looking in the mirror. You can reflect that mirror. You are a living pond. And when you move like water, you heal that water. And a mirror is a reflection of that. So this is it's a bit of a metaphor, but at the same time, you get to polish your own mirror. And it's joyful, and it's enthusiastic, and it's really, really fun. Being known as a martial artist is really an embarrassment, because martial stops things. And what I've tapped into is now is plant growth, the way seashells are made, the way galaxies unfold, and the way healthy water moves when it's joyful and happy. And that's why it's so vibrant, that's why it's so wonderful. Okay. All right. Well, it kind of is. I usually use both hands for this. But this works like a refined wormhole in the galaxy where you use this contour, and as you move around, you start to have a roller coaster track kind of an effect of where you move.
We have a demonstration we can show you later too, Rob. I have a little wormhole. We've designed. It's a tornado in a bottle, so you can really see how the wormhole works. It's a helical, conical, spherical, rotational movement. Remember, everything follows the wormhole. So if you wanted to really see the secrets of the universe, the secrets of life, follow the golden mean sequence up the yellow brick road. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. And how you get these numbers is you add the last two numbers to get the next number, because this is how the sequence of Fibonacci or golden mean is. And there's 13 numbers of the first sequence, and basically this is how nature, or when we become natural, this is how we actually form. All plants and everything, and basically we know that's natural, follows this sequence. It's not binary sequence, that's what we sort of run. We're running into this new paradigm shift is crystalline sequence or Fibonacci or golden mean, which means we come back to nature. And one of the most important things, I like the way those movements are, these movements unwind you. We're all so tightly bound, our DNA. The only way you can unwind yourself is to utilize the secrets of the vortex. This is what I've been studying for a long time. And remember, a lot of the simplest things in life is to be able to learn the motion of this S movement. And we're going to do a little dance tonight too. I'll show you. It's actually utilizing. See, his type of, what do you call the device?
Physio sticks.
The physio sticks.
Yeah, and they are exactly, if you're spiritually constipated, you perform spirals, and this is the road of room of soul. Next thing you know, you're that flower of humanity. Once again, you bring the hue back into the human.
Yeah, I see these, remember, these are very simple technologies. It's your mind that makes the technology real. Okay, you got a stick. Okay, that's bent at 120 degrees. Remember, 120 degrees times 3 makes what? 360. Okay, so really, all you're trying to do is, I saw it, he's following the motion of the tube. That's it. It's very simple. All you have to do is practice and you'll see. Following the yellow brick road is your saviorship to yourself. Remember, to know thyself is to become Fibonacci. To know thyself is to become crystalline. And to know thyself is to really become more human, as they say.
And time to feed ourselves, so half an hour break.